What's up, nerds? I'm Tom.
I'm Wes.
Everdell Duo, baby!
Oh god, this again. So following the recent trend of taking popular games and making a two-player variant of them, Everdell Duo is the 1v1 version of Everdell.
Yay.
Yay! So in this game, you are really trying to build a tableau in front of you to get the most points and beat your opponent.
Yeah, this definitely has the same feel as Everdell. Like, there's a lot of the same type of things. Of you can, on your turn, you can place a worker or you can play a card, right? You know,
There are woodland creatures.
They're little woodland creatures.
There are squishy fruits.
But one of the cool things about this, it's almost like you could play regular Everdell at two players with a few modifications, but probably the biggest modification that they made for this is this little time track thing, the sun and the moon.
Yep.
And whenever you do, I can't remember which is which, whenever you play a card or place a worker, you're going to move either the sun or the moon. And it's such that like you can actually kind of get screwed out of being able to place a worker.
Yep.
Because your other player has chosen to do A action instead of B action, and you've been focusing on B action, and they did A action so much that, oh, wait, now this is all the way at the end, so nobody can take that action anymore.
Yeah, because you have to be able to move the sun to place a worker. So if the sun is at the end of the track, then you can't move the sun to place that worker, so you are going to have workers that you cannot place during your turn. So it's if you are going to choose to do something other than place a worker before that sun has run out, it has to be a really like important choice. It has to be an astronomically important choice that you did not place your worker, because there's a really good chance that you won't be able to place a worker.
But overall, I like the Everdell system in general. I think it's a good system. It's a good game. None of them are like my favorite. I don't think any of the Everdells will probably be in like my top 10, but they're good games, especially since they tend to hit that like family weight plus or that introductory market. I think Everdell is a good like first step into the world of board gaming, you know, out of the frying pan into the fire. Probably that's a bad example. No, but like, you know, first one small step for man, then mankind, something about going to the moon.
Pause for effect.
This was actually my first introduction into the Everdell universe, and I love tableau building games. I love worker placement games. I did not care for this game.
Really?
So I loved everything about this game except for that thing we talked about where you might not be able to place a worker.
Okay, so that's just exclusive to this version of it.
Yeah, well, I haven't played Everdell, so I don't know if I wouldn't like that game or not. But the fact that you can miss out on placing a worker because you had something else to do, it feels so bad. We have a playthrough of this game up, and I got so frustrated in that game because I would just like, oh, I'm gonna go do this thing, and oh wait, now I have a worker that I can't do, so I feel like I'm falling way behind because I just don't have stuff to do on my turn. That may work well for you, and it may have been my bad choices that led to that point in the game, but that just left a really bad taste in my mouth. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. I do think that the sun and moon thing is the easiest thing to forget. Like, I think in that playthrough, we probably stopped and we're like, oh, wait.
Did we move the sun? Count up the stuff.
Because, I mean, in most games, you're just going to take your turn, you know, like normal. You're not thinking of like, oh, well, because I chose this, I now have to also do this other thing that has nothing to do with my turn, but it's something I just have to do every single turn, every time. I think I like this more than you, but I think it's more so because I played Everdell, I played one expansion, I've played Far Shore. So I'm more immersed in this system. So I think for me, it just feels like another game in this category. It's another one bites the dust. It's just, okay, this is that same type of thing. It's got a few little quirks. But yeah, I would not put this at my favorite either. Then again, I don't really care much for the two-player versions of games in general. I think if I'm going to play a two-player game, I want it to be designed for two players. Tom, this one is designed for two players. You know what I mean?
Not redesigned for two players.
Correct. You know, I want to play like a game of like Magic or something that is like a two-player game. But there's Commander. Shut up!
I will say the component quality of this game is next level. I love the squishy fruit. I've been playing it the whole time.
Yeah.
The artwork is fantastic. I love the tortoise and the hare mechanic. I love that it's a little bit asymmetric in that every turn, like your income and like the way like that like recover phase, that cleanup phase is different per player. I like that aspect to it, and it looks all of the Everdells look absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, this is definitely on par with all of them. And honestly, I think this review is just saying that I think we prefer the base game, and I think I like the base game better, or maybe Far Shore is also a good version of it. But I think you're going to enjoy non-duo Everdell better than this.
I would assume so, and like most games that have been scaled down for 2 players, I'm assuming this is a quicker game. It moves quicker and it's easier to set up.
Yes.
So if you do love Everdell and you're looking for a 2-player version of it, or if you want to dip your toes into the Everdell universe and you typically play with 2 players, Everdell Duo is your game.
And if any of that sounds interesting to you, we are going to have a purchase link for Everdell in the description box down below.
And also, Everdell Duo.
What did I say?
You said Everdell.
Fuck!
Also, guys, there's going to be a link to Game Toppers down there. We absolutely love Game Toppers. They are our channel sponsor. It is what we are filming on. It is what we almost always play our board games on.
They're extremely...
You should check them out.
And they're extremely durable. Like, it is 145 degrees in this studio right now.
And it hasn't melted.
Look at this. It's still good.
It's good. There's also going to be a button where you can subscribe to our channel for more quality content like this, so you'll never be bored. So Everdell Duo is...
Jesus Christ.
Every time I just start and I'm like, I hope I find the words. I don't.